Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mistress Miriam, and I'm here with Violet Hausthor, and you just heard Bad Vibes from Niagara Moon and Carousel, Little Heretic.
Let's start with Little Heretic out of Worcester, Massachusetts.
I think that's a good idea because I can see why you put these songs in this particular pairing here. They have kind of a 70s vibe about them.
I definitely hear it. Little Heretic, aka Zach Shaw, who's been releasing music since 2012, definitely a pretty prolific artist, currently using the Little Heretic project, solo project, I believe, but don't quote me on that, to, work through a musical process. It's really cool stuff. The album that this is off of, Lost in the Ever-Present Distance, was just released in early March. It's a bit more tender than some of his older work, but it's all been very good, just as moving as any of it. And this album in particular, I honestly kind of want to sit down and listen to the whole thing. It's such a consistently good album, but I had to choose one song, and this one is particularly exciting.
Very, very rich sound. I like how it kind of slowly gets in there, and then, all that, piano comes in. It just has a rich sound, but it does have, being a girl from the 70s, it has a 70s vibe, soft, and that chord progression.
It's really fun, really interesting, and a very cleverly done song.
Let's talk about Bad Vibes by Niagara Moon.
This song's also a lot of fun. Niagara Moon from Northampton, Massachusetts, also has been doing music for quite a while. In fact, Niagara Moon has their own podcast, and it's been going on for like 100 some odd episodes.
That's fantastic.
Definitely very skilled artist. This particular track is one of the singles off their upcoming album, Good Dreams. And this particular single only came out a couple weeks ago as well. So gearing up for a new album, and I'm really excited to hear it. But this one's so cool. The vibes here are very good, I would say. Sort of drawing from like a Pet Sounds era Beach Boys B-side, or like a Sgt. Pepper track even. And then it still has that modern twist of like of Montreal, or even a bit of Sufjan Stevens if you want to go there.
Sure.
It's so fun and so indie and so interesting. It's got that Baroque pop thing I love.
I couldn't help but think, the Beatles, have you seen the little piggies? And it's
exactly. Exactly.
Underneath of it, that's exactly the sound that it has. It's vintagey, but clearly very modern.
And I do love that cheerful Baroque pop thing. Don't get me wrong, I love all Baroque pop, including the darker stuff a la the Dresden Dolls, but like there's something about this that just hits you in the heart,
I have never even heard the term Baroque rock. This is all
new. Baroque pop, it's like a whole thing. It's super fun, where you incorporate harpsichords and fun little Baroque era classical instruments in your pop music writing. Yeah, that's what the Beatles and the Beach Boys and all those guys were doing.
Did they call it that then?
I don't think they did, but it's sort of been retroactively applied.
I'm just always interested in learning about something, terminology that I haven't heard before, because I'm old. What do we have next?
Well, next up, we're going to get a little bit more intense, not too intense, but more into the indie rock sphere. And we're going to be starting things off with a track by Avi Luck. Here's Stay Warm.